It says Little Big Planet? Hold on. Wait, really? Yeah, it says Little Big Planet. What the fuck? That's crazy because I definitely don't know how to change that. I feel like I changed that at one point. Oh, there we go. All right. It's a little bit. It's different compared to Twitch. There we go. All right. It probably won't update, but hopefully it does. Let me see if it will. Okay, it did update. I just had to refresh. How you doing, dude? All right, dope, nice. I wish I could be a bit more excited today. I feel a little shitty, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm hoping the reveals from Endwalker kind of, you know, hype me up a little bit, you know, get me out of this funk. You feel me? Last night I did Tower of Zot and fought the Maga Sisters, and that was really fucking cool because, you know what? Even I'm at fault. I recognized them on the picture when Matsuya showed their gods. I was like, hey, those kind of look like those three sisters from an older Final Fantasy game, but I definitely did not remember which game they were from. So I had to like, I didn't even know if it was actually them. I think I like looked up Final Fantasy Summon Three Sisters, and the Maga Sisters showed up, and I was like, oh yeah, these guys, that's what they look like. So I'm glad that it was actually the Maga Sisters, because that's really cool. I think I have more experience with them from Dissidia, because they were, like, in Dissidia, like, all, like, you had a bunch of summons that you could use to, like, get a one-time boost in stats or whatever. But they're apparently from 10. I don't remember seeing them in 10, but I definitely know them from Dissidia. So I'm assuming they're somewhere in 10 that I just didn't get to. But yeah, I'm excited. Tower of Zot was really cool. I wanted to run it again on like another job, but I kind of just went to bed. So I do want to try healing it though. That looks like a really hard heal. I imagine healing in current is just hard in general, man. I would be terrified. But let me just start it with the game. Yeah, that'd be dope. My main heal is Astro, but that's not saying a lot. I play Astro, but I play Astro the most, but I play healer almost not at all at high end. Like I heal comfortably at like 70 and below, and then tanking, I think I'm a better tank than I think I am, but I don't want to admit it. You know what I mean? Like I think I could probably tank at a higher level. I just don't feel confident enough to do so. I really only feel comfortable on DPS and sometimes Astro and sometimes Gunbreaker and Warrior. So, but I do wanna get good at all roles though. I do wanna get good at all roles. But let me hop into the game. There we go. How do I look? Still ugly? Okay, bet. Let's hop in. So we were just about to. I finished Tower of Zot. We learned about Vitra, And that was very exciting for me actually because one of my coworkers and I remember I learned about Midgardsormr's 7 children, and I was racking my brain going nuts trying to figure out who the 7 dragons were that were Midgardsormr's kids. And I knew Tiamat. Actually I didn't know Tiamat when we were first talking about it. I knew Bahamut. I knew Hraesvelgr, Nidhogg, and Ratatoskr. And then he brought up Tiamat, and I was like, oh shit, that makes sense. And then I was like, who are the last 2? So I was just like going crazy, trying to like look at the world and trying to figure out who the last 2 were. There's that one dragon skeleton in Coerthas that I want to be convinced is one. I want to be convinced that's one. And then there's also the... Sorry, one sec. Okay. Vitura is cool. No, I was actually about to go in back into Rods and Han. They were like, hey, take a break. And I was like, you know what? I will take a break. So I logged out. Oh, what's that on the chat? Don't look at that. Ah! You know, no, that's not there. No, so they're Midgardsormr's kids. So he had 7 kids. So all 6 of those are his kids, and then there's a 7th one that I'm not sure about. Unless they're, because they say Midgardsormr's brood. I don't know if he counts as part of the brood. If he does, that would be number 7. But no, I'm thinking of one of his kids. Oh, that one. No. I'll show you. My fault. I'll show you actually. No, there's a skeleton in Falcon's Nest. My bad. I thought you were talking about something else. It's like right here, I think. I don't know what this is. There's been no references to it. It could just be set dressing, you know what I mean? But where is it? Yeah, this guy right here. Cause it has like the same like general shape as like, it kind of looks like Vidofnir but bigger. You see what I mean? So I've always wondered if this was the 7th kid. It even has a name, the Watcher. Unless this is Ratatoskr herself? It could. You know what? This could be Ratatoskr. But I thought they killed her in Zenith, because then Nidhogg went crazy and like went on a rampage. You know what I mean? I guess this could be Ratatoskr. Now that I'm thinking about it. I just didn't think Ratatoskr would be killed in this area. Cause they were like in the cutscene, they were like, finally we have the eyes. You know what I'm saying? But that was in Zenith. When they were like, we finally have the eyes, right before Nidhogg went crazy. So I was thinking that she got killed there. But I guess she could have died here. As we now know, a dragon missing an eye isn't fatal. So they probably killed it. They probably killed her. You know, just to make sure she can get them back. Leave me alone, Jonah. I love the dragon lore, okay? I have to know. I have to know. That's true. That's very true. Maybe they were just using Zenith as like set dressing, but like it happened, cause like, you know, I mean there is like stuff here that, you know, they could have just been around. Maybe they were just using it as like, hey, you know, like let's not design a new area and let's just take this obscure shot from this spot that nobody knows about, and try to pretend it's like Coerthus. That makes sense. This could be Ratatoskr. I never really thought about that. Let me see. It's like missing. It's missing an arm. It's missing an arm and a leg. Both legs, probably. Okay, I don't want this to be Ratatoskr anymore. True, yeah. That's true, actually. Because there are clearly, like, you know... maybe these fell down and, like, broke apart some of the... I wonder if... is there, like, a... like, an arm missing anywhere around here? No. Okay, if this is Ratatoskr, I don't want to believe that they severed her limbs and then ripped out her eyeballs after she was so nice to them. I don't want it to be her anymore. No one knows when this... what those summits seemed... oh, this is the sightseeing log? It's fucking huge, though. I guess, you know what? There have been other dragons that have been pretty big that aren't a great worm. Like the one on the bridge. Maybe it is just like some kind of like random dragon. That's crazy. It lived a long time, though. It lived a very, very long time. Before it died, whoever it is. Is there a size limit? Not necessarily, I don't think. Bahamut's pretty tiny compared to the other ones. Bahamut's a little short stack. I think the biggest one is that we know of is Hraesvelgr. I think he's the biggest. Maybe Hraesvelgr and Nidhogg are like tied in size. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But we don't care about Heaven's Word. We care about Endwalker. And that's where I'm gonna go. God, how do you get to there we go. I'll teleport to the Great Word. No, it's just fun to theorize, you know. I love Heaven's Word a lot. Heaven's Word is my favorite expansion, like, period. Like, no contest. Shadowbringers was fantastic, though. Don't get me wrong, but Heaven's Word is legit, like... It's everything I like in video games and fantasy and whatnot, rolled into one expansion in a game that I like, you know? So, it did a lot for me. Honestly, if I... so, when I came back to 14, if I didn't start back on this character... because I was gonna make a new character, right? If I didn't just pick up on this character where I left off and like make it into Heaven's Word, I probably would have quit again. I think Heaven's Word did a lot to keep me entertained, I think. And it's not because AR is bad. I don't think AR is bad at all. I think when some people call it bad, they kind of... it's a bit of an exaggeration. It's just that they've experienced the rest of it. And the rest of it... or the rest of it, like overshadows ARR a lot, just in the way it's told and the stuff you can do, and you know the game has finally figured out its footing. But ARR is good, you know. But if I didn't hit Heaven's Word, and if I didn't see like Sky of Clouds and you know, Giant Castle Town and you know, Sky Pirates and shit, airships, I probably would not have been playing 14 now. Stormblood makes you bored. Well, I mean, you're not totally wrong. No, I wasn't bored with Stormblood. I like the encounters and the music are amazing, and they're some of my favorite in the game. But I like politics in fantasy, and so it was kind of cool seeing all the politics stuff. The only part of Stormblood's story that I didn't really like was the whole like Fordola bit. She was just like, I don't know. She was just kind of Fordola's a cool character, but it was just like the whole arc surrounding like Fordola and like chasing her and like trying to get her. I thought that was kind of weak. I feel like it didn't really. I don't know, like this, like the story there was not gripping me. But like the grand scheme of Fordola's character worked for the story, you know? Like once they started explaining that like her family was rich in a Garlean city state, so she grew up like cushy until her parents were killed and etc etc. Then I was like, okay, it makes sense. But up until then I thought she was just some like blood traitor. And I was like, oh, okay, well. Yeah, true. Navigating around there is rough. Had enough rest, have you? You never were one for being idle. Right. Vershawn Bait has come to... Mega Duta at our earliest convenience. The others will join us there once they have finished tending to the prisoners. Wait. On second thought, you and Astidian should go on ahead. I need to make a quick detour by the Great Work. We left Garaha in the alchemist's care, you see. Best to fetch him before he's crammed into a specimen jar. They do have a cute bond. Just you and me, then. The guardsman at the gate should wave us through. Hop on, Thancred. No, well, too late. Alright. Why does it feel like it's always nighttime when I'm in Thavnir? It's fine. It's just hard to see with the light blaring down on my screen. I can't really see much. Let me see if I can... Okay, that's a little bit better. But yeah, Tower of Zot was really cool. I love the mid-boss music in Endwalker. I think I like it more than the boss theme. So I haven't listened to the boss theme back. Is that a hunt? Is that an A rank? Ooh. I can take it. Or is that a B rank? No, that's an A rank. I love the mid-boss music, but I haven't listened back to the final boss music in the dungeons because I don't want to be spoiled. I think I was trying to listen to it today at work, and then I saw like 2 frames of some shit I haven't seen yet, and I was like, okay, let's turn that off. So, I hope you're all doing all right. God, I can't wait to start gathering. I could probably gather some of this early stuff in here, but I don't want to like do it yet, you know. With the tower gone, I expect that the state of alert will be lifted. Ah, honored scions, you are free to enter at your leisure. As I cannot leave my post, I'm afraid you must make your own way. Should you require directions in the city, the sentry station at the fountain atop the steps should be glad to assist you. Alright, I can't wait. Thavnir, or Radzat Han. Teased for a billion expansions. Though I have been to Radzat Han before, this place is a veritable maze. Rather than risk getting lost, we had best ask for directions from the sentry at the fountain. Lead the way, and don't expect me to act as your tour guide, like certain others. Astidian is now accompanying you. Alright. Getting this thing first and foremost. This place is cute. It kind of reminds me of, kind of like Alamigo. Not like in design, just like how it's like an open hub area. You know what I mean? See, I don't know if it was like that back in the day, but I imagine like Alamigo was bumping, you know. Oh no, it was probably Rogger's Reach, because it had like shops there and stuff. Alamigo didn't have shops. Ah, Master Hayes, I presume. I understand you're here for an audience with the Satrap. If you require directions to Megaduta, I should be glad to provide them. The Satrap's residence is situated in Dharma, the highest part of Radzat Han. To get there, I would ordinarily recommend a route that takes you by the bazaars in the city's north. Due to the state of alert, however, most businesses are currently closed, and the Aetherite disabled. As such, I will provide you with an alternate path. First, please ascend the steps next to this fountain, then continue left. There will be more steps, and upon ascending them, you will emerge on Paxa's path. Proceed through the large door on the right, and you will arrive at Ruveda's Fibers. Within you will find another sentry who will give you further guidance. In other words, we head up. Sounds straightforward enough. Now, what is this? Legends of the Hidden Temple? What were those instructions, man? I feel like I'm about to do the temple maze. Okay, so he said continue up these steps. This is really nice. Oh shit, now I gotta go back down. Ah, yes. I know about this portal. It leads to a nearby isle. The treasure vault of one of Radzat Han's wealthiest families! They took the God of Luck for their guardian, on account of which they occasionally open up a section of their vaults for aspiring treasure hunters to try their own luck, or so they say. There are also coffers hidden across the land that act as portals. Find one and you gain access to the vault. I've done that before, Hayes. Don't act like you don't know. Something to bear in mind in case you exhaust your funds while on the road. It is a troublesome experience, as I can personally attest. Yeah, this is, the Stormblood treasure maps, if I'm not mistaken. It's one of them. Alright, well, we go back up. This place is huge. The song is fire. Heading to Megaduta, are you? In that case, please follow this hallway to my right and go through the door at the top of the stairs. You'll emerge at the entrance to the airship landing, where another sentry should be on hand to assist you. Incidentally, if you ascend the steps to either side of me, you'll find the workshop of Ruveda's Fibers. There you're free to observe the artisans. Take care not to lose your way. Alright. I want to talk to Ustinian first. Ah, the Venerian weave. Hard to imagine more vibrant stuff. I dare say Aymeric would be partial to the gold thread, and the blue, of course. He loves his blue. Yes, he does. I've never put much thought into what I wear. A spare set of clothing is usually all I carry, and if that isn't enough, I can always obtain something locally. For, 5 times the price, apparently. Hello? I'm afraid the storehouse is off limits to all those not currently employed at Ruveda's Fibers, as it contains rather precious textiles. We cannot just let anyone stroll through, if you understand. I'll have you know, I am a level 84 weaver. Ma'am. This would be more impressive if I had the resplendent, but I don't. I kind of want the Weaver Resplendent, to be honest with you. I was trying to make the Alchemist one before I started Endwalker, but I didn't want to wait anymore. I think I still have the mats, like, somewhere on me to make it. Where are they? Yeah, here they are. I made like one successfully, I think, and then I was like, alright. I do like expert crafting though. It's fun. If you're here for an airship, I'm afraid all flights have been suspended until further notice. So the state of alert is still in effect. Perhaps it's for the best. That aside, we're not here for an airship. We have business at Megaduta. Oh yeah? He's gonna lose more of our money? Oh, in that case, permit me to direct you. From here, it's quite simple, really. Ascend these steps, then continue straight ahead and cross the bridge. You cannot miss it. Oh shit, there's an etherite down there. I'm gonna grab that first. What does that say? Airship. Oh, airship landing. It's airship landing. Okay. Oh, the sightseeing up there. Alright, watch this shit. Assassin's Creed. You ready? Fuck. It's not this easy, is it? No, no, okay. Alright. Alright, we've ruled that out. We've ruled that out. Ah, there we go. Fuck! Oh, come on. Alright, well, welcome to the next 20 minutes of the stream. I hope you're comfortable. Grab a blanket, some hot chocolate. We're gonna be here until I get this. Alright, alright. False alarm. We got it. Nilapala nourishments. Hamsa were originally reared for the sole purpose of harvesting their venom, until a breeder by the name of Nilapala devised a technique to remove the creature's toxin glands. The bird suddenly became a viable source of tender, succulent meat, and before long, Hamsa dishes were considered a staple of Hannish cuisine. Dude, they're like pufferfish with birds. They always do it big in Eorzea, I swear. Ah, I remember passing by here with Varshan. The situation being as it was, he regretted not being able to show us the sights. Life has yet to return to normal here, but when it does, you have to pay another visit. Though the city is confusing, the food is quite good. I'm partial to Hamsa myself. The meat's surprisingly tender and flavorful. Squawk. Oh no! I'm sorry, little guy. They're also intelligent little bastards, huh? It's kind of cool to have like a main city that's like partially outdoors, or I guess entirely outdoors. Crystarium was outdoors sometimes, and that was pretty cool. But I mean like outdoors, you know? This is nice. You know what? No, I take that back. I'm wrong. Gridania is outdoors. Okay, let me explain what I mean by outdoors. Let me explain. It's nice to have a main city that feels like it's kind of blending in with nature as well, you know, compared to like compared to like Limsa Lominsa, where it's like, you know, like brick, you know, and mortar and everything, and same with Ul'dah, right? Like, Gridania is one with nature. This feels like it's one with nature. Crystarium had a little bit of nature. You know what I mean? Am I explaining it right? I'm probably not explaining it right. I'm digging myself a deeper grave. Megaduta. The Palace of the Satrap not only serves as a residence, but also the center of Razahan's government, meaning Cloud Messenger in the old Arcasadora tongue. Oh, cool. Megaduta was built at the summit of a rocky megalith. its great doors emitting an endless stream of servants, petitioners, and official visitors. Idleshire is another one. Yeah, no, yeah, I got you. I know. It's just jokes. No, Idleshire is another one. I forgot about that one. Oh, I really tried to mount up. See what I mean? I feel like I'm in an overworld area. I guess that's a better way of putting it. Cities that feel like overworld areas. That's kind of what this feels like to me. It feels like I'm like passing through. I feel like I should be fighting mobs or something. It's nice having a city that's outdoors. Oh man. Can you tell I'm tired? And here are all the people. Greetings and welcome to Megaduta. May I inquire after your business? We are members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, come at the invitation of His Excellency. Ah, of course, we've been expecting you. I'll show you into the audience chamber, if you would please follow me.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent, in more ways than one.
One becomes accustomed to the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
Valiant scions, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude. You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence. No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales.
We can give them to the military back in Eorzea.
Accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radzatan.
Alchemists throughout the land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia. Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
We are humbled by your generosity. Know that the inventive wisdom of Radzat Han will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
Well, they shed naturally, right? Oh shit, no, he just rips them off! Oh, wow.
'Tis of no moment. A mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
Jeez.
Albeit brief, my involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply. And And yet, you chose to live among men.
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been made. In some distant place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance. Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vritra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question. The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
That's a great question. That might even be before dragons, right?
Nay.
Yeah.
When war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company. He alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond the rift.
That's so, like, temporally, that's so crazy to think about.
Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth naught, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
I see. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydaelyn to whom you must look for answers.
Seek you to divine the will of this star? If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort. 'Tis a story from my youth, many, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one? To which Midgardsormr did reply, 'twas the last bastion of hope.
Huh. What happened with
He
all the other ones?
believed, so long as Hydaelyn endured, so too might dragonkind. Solemn and portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since. Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydralyn does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
Thank you, Vritra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
We must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
Prithee, a moment. There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor, 'tis thee. I know of his clash with Omega and the long slumber which was his price. Yet even closed in sleep, my father's eyes are far from blind. He is watching over thee, watching over this world. 'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained amidst Godsoma's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread. For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, weal enmeshed with woe. Amidst this tangled knot thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
Damn, not Papa Lima. Don't show me that one. Ah, oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. God, I miss Worship Font.
Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation. The hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss. Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
Apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
'Tis I who must apologize. I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter. Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
100%, man. I'll be here. I'll raise the glass. Alright, new mission unlocked. No matter what happens, we keep every single person safe. No one dies. Vitra is a bro, man. I think he's, like, slowly becoming my favorite dragon. I really like Hraesvelgr a lot, but Hraesvelgr's, like, he's only not a dick to us because he made a promise, like, thousands of years ago. Like, I guess he's cool with us, but, like, you know, if he didn't make that promise, we would have been dead. Vitra was like, hey, on site, dapping us up, you know what I'm saying? I like that. Yeah, true. That's why they push him with their minds every time. Just everywhere, no matter how technologically advanced, all the doors are automatic. Our apologies again. I hope we didn't force you to conclude your conversation prematurely. So, what were you and Vitra talking about? Nothing? Very well, if you say so. The others have gone ahead to the High Crucible. Let's catch up to him. Side quest? Side quest? Side quest? No? Okay. Oh god, don't give me Archon Loaf. I'm throwing it out. The attendant was kind enough to give me directions to the High Crucible. But first, let us return to the mulberry orchard. Orchard? Orchid is something different, right? Orchid's the flower. I understand the mulberries are for the silkworms, grown a stone's throw away from the satrap's residence. It gives it the quintessential Devnarian flair, don't you think? From here, we're supposed to follow the path left and past the mulberries. Oh, okay. Yep, those are mulberry bushes. God, the city is so cool. Hey, what's that? Oh, you know we gotta unlock that. Oh no, I can't do it yet. I probably have to finish the quest line, right? The main quest. So the word Yuge apparently means bind in the local tongue. And this district is so named because it connects all others in the city. Oh, cool. If we manage to come this far, we shouldn't have trouble finding the High Crucible, or so I was told. Where the street turns, enter the door straight ahead, then descend the steps. I thought the Crystarium was confusing, but it doesn't compare to Radzat Han. The architecture and decorations make it even harder to get your bearings. Anyway, let's see where this door takes us. Oh, there's interior too? Ah, here they are. Here's all the people. Okay. Whew. It seems we're on the right track. And here's the Aetheryte Plaza. And so far so good. And there isn't much further to go. From here we just need to cross to the other side of the hall, then pass through the larger of two doorways. The High Crucible lies beyond. I suspect the others have already collected the warding scales. Come, let us join them. And is this where all the... Oh, probably not in here. Oh, nope, nope, yep. This is where all the trading happens and stuff. Okay, cool. Alright, let me attune. Never mind. I guess I'll go fuck myself. Alright, so this is the House of Splendors over here, right? Do I have to... Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I'm an expert artisan, level 80 or above. Oh, you must be Hayes. Mistress Rowena told me all about you. Says you're quite the renowned armorer. The name's Uf Pelona, by the way. The mistress has charged me with managing her Radzahan branch. Looking forward to doing business with you. Which isn't to say I've got anything special to ask of you. All I mean is your business is just as welcome here as it is any other House of Splendors. Of course, I'd certainly prefer you do more of your business here than anywhere else. Esteemed clients like yourself will attract even more customers, you see. And if we keep drawing in business at a good clip, before long, we'll have to rebrand as Uppelona's... That's a hard name. Uppelona's House of Splendors. That old witch won't know what hit her. But don't you worry about that last part. Just peruse our wares and buy something if it strikes your fancy. Are you aware of what happened the last time somebody tried to cut out Rowena out of a deal? Oh, this is the whole house. Right, gotcha. Alright, collectibles, let's see. Yep, those are collectibles. I'm kind of curious to see what the mats are. Yeah, here we go. I want to see the mats. Oh, that's right. I have to get purple now because I'm current. Oh, shit. I mean, that won't last too long because Dawntrail will be coming out soon. But I forgot about that. I can't just use white scripts now. I guess I can on these. Oh, well. These are all... Yeah, these are all the same. Oh, I have to get the master recipes, too. I can actually buy them now. I might as well buy them now. No, you know what? I probably shouldn't buy them now, because I can't even use them. I don't want to fill my inventory up. But it'd be nice to, like, get rid of the scripts and, like, start over. But that'll happen eventually. It's not going to be crafting while doing the story. Yeah, I don't know if I can actually use the books yet. I have to get my stats up. Now these... I kind of want to get early. I don't know if I need a specific stat to use. Let me see. Those costs, if I remember correctly. Is it going to be purple scripts, though? Oh, wait, no. That'd be under Gatherers. That's materia. Am I stupid? Ah, okay, here it is. Yeah, okay. Hey, what's up, dude? I'm sitting here like, I'm definitely dumb. I'm like, where are these things? Okay, here they are. And they're 100 each. I'm not gonna buy it just yet. Because again, I don't even know if I can use the books. Do I have any cool poses? Hold on. I gotta have one. That's all I got. I'll keep the happy mask salesman. God, phasing through the wall. Yeah, that's true. I still have some time before Dawn Trail drops. I'll definitely have to get those scripts. I play really slowly though. I'm genuinely worried if I'll even get to 6.5 before Dawn Trail comes out. Like genuinely worried. This is the materia trader. Finally, I can like offload my materia bits that I've been getting from like doing stuff at level 90. Let me desynth this. Don't need any of these. Oh, right. I was like, what the hell? I've never seen that before. In the armory chest was a bracelet, right? God, I really have to clean up my inventory. This is ugly. Is that a white mage staff? That looks sick. I like that. I don't know what I think I'm using like one of the poetic white mage staffs. Whichever one you get at level 70. Yeah, that looks really cool. I want it. I have to play white mage more though. For sure. And this is where I turn in my like cracked clusters and stuff. Gotcha. Alright, I'll remember that. I'm gonna grab this ether right over here. So I'm like in the neighborhood. Looks like, what is that, the hunt board? Yeah? Oh, 640 crafted? Okay, bet. What is in here? A sightseeing log. Is it gonna be lookout? This feels like it won't be lookout. Okay, I was wrong. Mareed's Mahane? That's a great name. Owned and run by the eponymous Mareed, this Mahane offers light meals and beverages, with the main draw being its myriad varieties of liquor distilled by local alchemists. Foreign visitors are often entranced by the stage performance, whose movements incorporate elements of traditional Devnarian dance. Cool. Okay, yeah, so it is a hunt board. Gotcha. I'll actually take some new hunts. Let me see. Okay, I haven't done them all. This one's in Labyrinthos. Alright, well. I'll probably do them all soon. Oh yeah, I can't. Wait, can I teleport? I should be able to, right? I'm just not attuned. Oh, but there's no point. I might as well go all the way around. See, I do the, thinking about it, I do the expansion, or the patches, like, in order. Except for Savages. But, I mean, considering it's, like, you know, current expansion, maybe I will do the Savages. But I'll be going through, patch by patch, and doing all the content in there. And then, moving on, so. This place looks cool as fuck. I want to spend all my time here. We're last, of course, but at least you found the place. Banger music.
These are the talismans we were promised.
Yes, and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for. Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
Or we could use them to invade Garlemald proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations.
That's a good point.
Of course, we would need to consult with various Alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated. To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Pray allow me to undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
We shall share the burden then. Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Please, I must speak with you.
Nidana, you're awake.
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the Scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption. It seems I'd been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come.
As you said, Nidana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta.
I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough. All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Thavnair from an awful fate.
Yet who hath truly saved whom? Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
The talisman? Is this true? Oh, I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask. Oh, our great work sent across the seas. It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it.
Ah, the flower.
Look at that. Its color is completely changed.
What do you have there? How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
You imply that it is distinct from ether?
As foreign scholars often conflate
Oh,
the two.
okay, never mind.
But we see them as separate concepts.
It's kind of like ether and like
Ether is an
Aramitama.
energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows.
I guess Aramitama was just like anger and rage or whatever.
Akasha,
Negativity.
on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions. Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate. The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion. As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities.
Yes.
That is a manifestation of Akasha, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
Ignoring mechanics at 2% to clear and just trying to get DPS.
I really must hear more about this theory.
That's Akasha
Our
right there.
disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest. But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research. Which is why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
Nonsense! You have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
Shall we depart for Charlian then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the Annex.
and we will be in touch once our talks are concluded. I suggest you rest while you can. From here onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
Good cutscene. I like that. Aka what now? That's kind of a cute concept, actually. Akasha. That's interesting. I mean, and she was saying that it's kind of just like speculation, but you know, that to me sounds a little bit like faith, and that's fine. You know, you can believe something is a thing. We all need some kind of belief. What is in here? This place looks sick. Oh! God, this city is so cool, man. There's a cutscene here, so I'm guessing something important happens here. High Crucible of Alchemia. Alright, Kryl, I'm coming. Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. There you go. Oh, is that what she meant? I was thinking just like, you know, general, like, ah! 3 of my party is dead, and we're so close to clear. I gotta fight on pure, emotional fumes and get the clear for everyone. It's good to be back, and with the fruit of our labor safely in storage. For now, we have but to wait for the others to return from their respective meetings with the Alliance leaders. As Thancred suggested, you should get some rest in the meantime. Welcome back, Hayes. Kryl is apprising you of your recent accomplishments. What an amazing feat to eliminate a tower and pave the way to deal with the rest. While it isn't much, I've changed your sheets and plumped up your pillow after all. Or, after all, there's nothing like collapsing in a nice clean bed after completing a major milestone, be it penning a thesis or defeating deiform entities. So, would you like to take a look at your new and improved lodgings now? Sure.
Take heart and protect them well.
That's the Final Fantasy main theme. They did a little sample of it
You're
there.
here. You haven't eaten yet, have you? We've bought quite a spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
God. Oh, last stand. Okay, thank God. Okay. Oh, they're about to feed me Archon loaf. He's Ramlethal. How does it eat the pickles? Come on now. Ew.
Lest you wonder, we invited Estinian as well. But he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Charlian cuisine is not to his liking.
Oh, I don't know about that. Perhaps our lone wolf just needed some time apart.
Look at those giant fucking cookies.
What? To perfect his brooding stare? Next time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Sharlayan feast, and see that he eats every last bite.
An excellent idea. Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
Poor Astinian, beset on all sides.
Raha's just nomming, man.
Speaking of one's physical condition, Mistress Kryl, I hear you recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
And what an experience that was. Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done. If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Heidelin instructed you to carry that flower, yes? Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it? Come to think of it, isn't that what happened with Nidana back in Radzat-Han?
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if reflecting the elation we all felt, the relief of a people with renewed hope.
Indeed, and in turn, I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon and knowing we were on the right path. I know we've not yet triumphed over the Telophoroi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy to sustain us. Rare and hard-won perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day.
Facts.
Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Alizé's not allowed at the table anymore. I'm sorry. No, you don't do that to my food. I'm throwing hands. Immediately, I'm going.
Best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle. Mayhap I simply require more practice with this new magic.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume.
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Or, to put it simply, you used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
Yes, well, after a fashion. They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
Oh, man. Yeah! We're going to the sunup!
I'm not that ambitious. But 'tis pleasant to idle away the hours every once in a while.
We brought McDonald's. Aww. That was a good cutscene. I like that. Oh, now this asshole has to ruin it, man. Go away.
Ah,
I got two of them.
enjoying the bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies? Or... well, never mind that.
Playing Heavensward
I come
music.
to you once more as the bearer of bad news. Our tower in Thavnir has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom. Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon the ether. If they continue to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes questionable.
Our foe is bold enough. Of that, I can assure you.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome. Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
No.
No. All else is equal. Equally tedious. Equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke.
This dude sounds like Xand, bro.
But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so very hot, enough to set my soul aflame. I basked in the afterglow until the void yawned once more, and then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before. Burn. Burn. Let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
Xenos, you're fucking crazy, man. Have you tried inviting me over for Smash Bros or something? Like, relax. You don't gotta destroy the world.
Wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more. I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed, all the faces incomplete. The setting, too, was unknown to me, so I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth. Much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too. Yes, I think that is something we can both enjoy.
On Wings of Hope. Okay, now we can continue. I'm not eating Archon Loaf. I hope you didn't mind us barging into your room for a late night feast. For what it's worth, it did me a world of good to put our troubles to one side, if only for a moment. Nah, it was fun. Carl and Grahati were having a pleasant conversation until you barged in. Oh, there you are. Feeling refreshed, I hope? No, that was a good cutscene. I like that. Oh god. Alright, Xenos needs to leave me alone, okay? I'm not available. Happily single? Oh, there you are. Feeling refreshed, I hope? I was about to make my way to the studio as it happens. I wanted to try and speak with Scholar Monteshane and thank him for coming to our rescue in the Rostra. As it turns out, he come here to see us following the hearing, only to find that we'd already departed for Tavernaire. Knowing him, he was probably hoping to chew the cud with his former students. Since we're still waiting for your soul and the others, I thought now the perfect time to pay him a visit. Care to join me? I have no other option. It's MSQ. Then it's settled. The twins will be coming too, assuming Alphino can tear himself away from his new toys. I'll let you rally the troops while I'll go ahead to Phenomenon. Considering my recent impropriety, perhaps I should avoid showing my face around the studium for a time. That might be for the best. If the others should return, tell them we will not be long. We will not be long. Oh, this is so weird now. Squad. If Father can master these fiendish contraptions, and so can I. Is this... Okay. I appreciate them trying to, like, work into the lore that Sage is hard, but I have a sad history with Sage. And I feel like the game is rubbing it in. Like, come on, man, just go back to it. No, I quit. I'm done. I'm not gonna be a good Sage player. Heading out for a stroll? The Scholar himself was here? In that case, what are we waiting for? I too am eager to see him, though I somewhat dread the thought of visiting the studium. I dare say our notoriety precedes us. Alphino of all people worrying about over his reputation. And at our alma mater, no less. Well, wonders never cease. I tried, man. You'll understand soon enough. Off we go. Like, it's not that I don't understand Sage. Like, I think I actually understand his buttons more than I understand Scholars. It's that... Why didn't I just teleport? I'm going back. It's that, like... To Sage effectively, you kind of have to be able to split your mind in half. You know? Like... With Sage, I think I focus too much on pressing my buttons, and then I stop focusing on mechanics, right? Or then I focus on mechanics, and then I'm not pressing my buttons, and then people are dying when they shouldn't be, or people aren't getting barriers when they shouldn't be, like we're taking unnecessary damage. I don't have that issue with any other healing job. Maybe Scholar comes close, but I still feel like I can keep a party alive on Scholar. I don't feel like I can keep a party alive and dodge mechanics on Sage. And I don't know why. You know, like, I've tried. I played Sage straight for a week. I literally did all content on Sage, and by the end of the week, I felt like I had learned nothing. So... It feels like only yesterday that I first walked through these doors. Look, I'll even show you how bad it is. You see that at the right there? Which way am I facing? This way? Okay, you see that over there? That is my Sage cheat sheet. This is a rough guide, so I know what skills to use relatively in what order. Now, situations change, But I had to make myself a cheat sheet to play this job. I don't have to do that with anything else. That's how bad it is. So, I have given up. I've given up. I'm not gonna snap because it's probably gonna be loud into the mic. Here it is, Phenomenon. While I expect you've made note of it before, one can hardly miss it. While I expect you made note of it before, one can hardly miss it. This is the first time you've been here on official business, correct? While most of the space is taken up by the expansive auditoriums, it also houses numerous laboratories, testing grounds for experimental magics, and a host of administrative offices and so forth. As the center of what would later become the Studium, it was established to promote the study of etherological phenomena, hence the name. But with ether being a fundamental aspect of nature, its scope expanded to include every conceivable facet of life, and even the universe itself. And then, in the 432nd year of the 6th Astral Era, Phenomenon was decreed complete, and the Studium officially opened as a place of learning. With a long and storied history, it is without question the world's leading authority in etherology, the arcane, the occult, astromancy, and countless other fields, standing proud as Charlane's foremost educational institute. You always did enjoy giving the grand tour to new students. Indeed, I've long since lost track of how many times he has recited that same foppish speech, such as his undying love for his old stamping ground. He was in top form back then. Youngest to enter the Studium, graduated with the highest honors in magical arts and etherology, undisputed champion of the debating chamber. Hold on, you both joined the Studium at the same age, yes? And from where I stand, you're equally prodigious scholars. Nice of you to say, but Alphino actually entered a half a year before me, nor did I do well enough to graduate with honors, and I'm certainly not the Studium's most notorious master debater. But to be honest with you though, to get into a school in Charlane is no easy feat. I imagine it's just kind of like the culture here, but not anybody can say they went to a Charlane school, you know what I'm saying? So that's still pretty impressive. That's like going to an Ivy League college and being like, yeah, I graduated, but I didn't get valedictorian. It's like, come on, man. You got in, you know? In all respects have I ever been his shadow. If nothing else, just remember that this is where the legend of Alphino Leveilleur began. We should expect everyone to be fully aware of our recent escapades. Hopefully it will be somewhat more welcome here than we were at the last stand. I know better than anyone the adoration the student body has for Alphino, and with a bit of luck it might work to our advantage. Well, there's no time like the present. First things first, let's look for Scholar Montachane. Other faculty tend to frequent their offices, but unfortunately for us, he's fond of wandering wheresoever his whims take him. Let's split up and ask the students if they've seen him. It really feels like it. Is that the big monster on the platform? I think I have that achievement already, actually. Archaeotania, yeah, I have that one. Oh, what's up, dude? Yeah, I think I've already been here. What was that stance? That was Alphino Leveilleur, wasn't it? The Alphino Leveilleur. And he's with his sister, Master Baldessian's granddaughter. This can only mean one thing. An event of epoch-shattering proportions is fast approaching. Spread the word! Please hit that stance again. Oh, sorry, you said you're looking for the Scholarch, yes? Knowing him, he could be anywhere, but Miss Eliapo would have a better idea. Oh no, there's another one? Look at that stance. Look at that right there. That right there. Battle ready. Okay, so there's another Eliapo. Great to know. Are you lost? Wandering off the street, perhaps? Wait, don't tell me. You're a trainee gleaner fresh off the guild ship. I'm right, aren't I? Oh, how silly of me. An orientation is in order. Allow me to bid you a warm welcome to the Searcher's Meet. Let me start with a question. What is the most important thing you'll find in the studium? That's right, books. And what's the second most important? Why, that's simple. Everything else. That's what we deal in here at Search's Meet. Oh, is this the... I'm looking around. Is this going to be like the crafting hub? Where I got to do all the crafting quests? That'd be pretty cool. Whenever the students or tutors find themselves in need of equipment or materials, they come to us. If we don't have it in our stores, we send the gleaners off to find it. Honestly, you wouldn't believe some of the requests we get. I have pies of this, tongue of giganto of that. It's enough to make your hair stand on end, which is possibly what some of our students are trying to accomplish, this being a school of magic and all. As our newest gleaner, you'll have your work cut out for you, but I think you'll find it quite rewarding. And both of these options suck? I'll say that. So, what you're telling me is you're not a gleaner? Yes, that's exactly what you said, isn't it? And you're looking for the Scholark? I'm afraid we don't have any of those in stock, but I can... Oh! You mean him? Oh, God. It's another one. He was here, but now he's not. I did speak with him shortly before you arrived, though. He said he was on his way to Maker's Meet. Go back the way you came in, and you'll see it on the opposite side of the entrance. It's a laboratory of sorts, home to many rare and expensive curios, not to mention alarmingly frequent accidents. If you lose your way, just follow the blood-curdling screams. Okay. And the time it's taken me to tell you all of this, the Scholark has probably already left. Best of luck finding him. I have a feeling you'll need it. Thanks for the info. That will help me a lot. What's up, Atsu? Okay, looking around, this is probably the crafting hub. Just a nice assortment of exactly 5 NPCs. Oh, okay. Alright. Because the way they split it up in Shadowbringers, it was, Facet of Gathering, right? It was the facet of... Hold on. It was Gathering, and then there was Cooking and Alchemy, Fishing, Armorsmith and Blacksmith, and then Weaver and Goldsmith, I think, were together, right? Oh, no. It was Weaver, Goldsmith... Weaver and Leatherworker was together. And then Goldsmith, Blacksmith, and Armorer were together, I think. I mean, I could just go confirm, but I think that's how it was. There was 5 of them. The 5 facets of crafting, it was called. So I think they're probably gonna do the same thing here. Yes, the Scholark was here a short while ago. He offered me advice on my current research project. Though he spoke at length, I don't recall him mentioning where he was planning to go next. When we parted ways, he went down the corridor. Perhaps one of the auditoriums? Alright. Let's try this one. Ah, there we go. Alright. Excuse me, Monster Chain, this is more important. The Learners Meet. This public lecture hall and phenomenon is open to studium pupils and Charlane citizens alike. When prominent professors are scheduled to take the lectern, crowds of aspiring academics and established scholars often fill the room to capacity. What's up, man?
Ah, I remember you.
I hope so. It's been a day. 2 days.
I pray we have not called you at an inopportune moment. We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
Well, I could hardly let that inquisition go unchallenged. I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisoix in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you. I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the Forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye. You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student.
No, trust me. Patience of a Saint doesn't even begin to cover it.
Managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
They're cool people.
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy. Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried. Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic.
Is there a spell on them? Because
as such, those entrusted
yes, okay.
have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
Remember, in the cutscene where we were getting grilled by the Forum members, there was one guy who was like, "Nonsense! You know nothing of a," and then he did this and stopped talking suddenly, right? So yeah, I was thinking that it was some kind of spell or enchantment or something, or you know, maybe it was just like an awkward cutscene, but it's a spell. That's kind of crazy that they would do that though.
How is that even possible?
Take some Steven Universe shit.
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat.
Oh god, is it the start of a new Kingdom Hearts game? I choose the brush and I sacrifice the paper.
We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology. The ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into 3 forms. 2 are of the incorporeal sort, the soul, and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third?
Are they actually gonna make me? Wouldn't it be body? Well, corporeal ether, yes, the body. Mind and soul, and then body.
Yes, very good.
Okay, at least he accepted that answer.
This is the form with which the layman is most familiar. Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities, and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux. In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked.
The spell is just everybody gets a personal Darth Vader, like, lodged inside their larynx. and then every time they try to speak, he force chokes them from the inside.
Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it.
Okay.
Now,
What would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
It would be nonsense. Illegible nonsense.
It would blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well. In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
Temporary?
The seventh umbral calamity.
Oh, right. Nobody has memories of it.
Vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm.
That's it.
But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act.
We know it's deliberate, though. Right? We know it's deliberate. So this is explained in Binding Coils, actually. Binding Coils, I think it's after you clear turn 12, or Final Coils turn 4. You have a chat with Louisoix. It's the final chat that Louisoix has as like a man of sound mind and body, right? He said that he wiped everyone's memory so people didn't worship him, because he turned himself into Phoenix, and rebirthed the land. But he wiped people's memories so they didn't like worship him and keep summoning him or something like that. So I think it was deliberate. I think Louisoix purposefully wiped everybody's memory so they wouldn't remember that he was the one that saved them. So yeah, like a primal, exactly, yeah.
The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Sharlayan prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation.
Oh.
Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace.
And in fact, it's literally a primal. Like, he straight up turned himself into a primal. Like, he is a primal, Louisoix. But he made it so that nobody could summon him. So yeah, so that's interesting. I wonder if that's like, I wonder who started that tech now, right? Because Louisoix clearly knew it, but Louisoix's friend didn't know it. So I wonder if that's some like deep Sharlayan lore, you know what I mean? The ability to wipe memories. Actually, no. He does know how to do it. He's just subject to it, rather. Okay, never mind. He does know how to do it. Okay, maybe it's like some deep Sharlayan, like, you know, maybe like influential people in Sharlayan know how to like wipe memories, and that's just like a thing they do.
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty.
9/10? You have 99 members.
We must wait until we return to the ethereal sea.
You clever bastard. That was a clue. I still think it has something to do with the ethereal sea. I think that was a clue.
For there we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean. And our memories drift apart and dissolve. Rather defeating the purpose, I suppose.
those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
What happens after that?
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew. Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form.
We know now that's not entirely untrue.
Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable.
Each are literally equally probable. They've like both types have happened, right? Yeah, you know what he's talking about. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think that's enough education for today. Now that I've given you some food for thought, or rather, an entire banquet. I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you. I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend.
Appreciate it, man.
Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
It's pronounced Aliapo? Shit-eating laugh. I love him. You have been granted the run of Phenomenon. If you're a game, Ki Aliapo would put your artisanry to good use. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking about this, right? I'm going to do these, obviously, but the storylines, I don't know if I want to do them on stream, but I do appreciate all of the storylines in this game. And while I have no plans necessarily, well, first of all, let's see what it is. Let's see if it is what it is, right? I'm pretty sure it is what it is, but let's see if it is what it is. Because I don't even know yet. Let's see. It's you. You're the one the scholar was telling us about. Hayes, yes? Brilliant. Just the man I was hoping to see. As I'm sure you're aware, the Studium is the most prestigious educational institution in all of Sharlayan. As such, we make a point of only working with the best educators and students. The gleaners we employ are also held to the same high standards, of course, which is perhaps why it's been so difficult to find the assistance we need of late. Surely you understand the trouble of finding competent and capable help. That you are come here suggests you're willing to lend a hand, no? I'm certain you would have much to gain from working with us if so. Do let me know should you commit to lending your services to the Studium. I should warn you, however, there is much I must explain ere you begin, so please be certain you have sufficient time to spare. Oh, I got time. Gotcha, okay, yeah, so I want to do them, and I will be doing them. I just don't know if I'll be doing them on stream. I'll probably just keep that to off stream. Plus, it'll give me something to do when I'm not streaming, you know? So, now, allow me to explain our work here. Professors and students from our many faculties gather in Searcher's Meet in order to do business with and recruit reputable individuals such as yourself. Allow me to briefly introduce those here at present. Here we have Boric from the Faculty of Archaeology. He works as an assistant to one Professor Rurusha and is currently seeking a skilled metal worker to help restore an ancient relic. Then there's Jude, who belongs to the Faculty of Astronomy. He seems to be looking for an artisan able to work with leather, cloth, or wood. But he wouldn't tell me much more than that. I forgot about carpentry. Than that. He's awfully shy, you see. Next we have De Broglie, a student studying in the Faculty of Medicine. I'm fairly sure she's carrying out research under the supervision of Professor Galvaroche? In any case, I hear she's after someone who knows a thing or two about medicine and nutrition. And here's Hinageshi of the Faculty of Anthropology. She told me she's searching for botanists and miners at present. By the sounds of it, she and Professor Tonkin are dealing with a formidable task. Last but not least, this is Professor Talaka Tia, an associate professor in the Faculty of Etherology. I heard he's in need of a fisher to help him conduct research for his thesis. Unfortunately, things do not seem to be progressing well for him at the moment. I'd say those 5 are the ones most in need of supplementary aid. I'll leave it to your discretion as to who you choose to help, although be forewarned. Academics can be something of an odd bunch. Just be sure not to leave anyone in the lurch after you've agreed to help them. I'll do that on my own time. Oh no, did he really? Sucked into a new black hole of PvP games. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna do this at my own time. I probably won't even do these till I hit level 90 on all my crafters and gatherers. Because it'd be nice to just do the entire storyline like all together. And that's what I usually do anyway. So yeah, I'll hit 90 on everything first, and then I'll come back and do them. But we do have side quests, and you know I gotta do them all. So let me see, what time is it? Why am I switching sources? I've been live for about 2 hours. I'll do the side quests, and then I'll see where I feel right there, because I have like food waiting on me, and I'm very hungry. But I will do the side quest first. Let's do Astro, even though it's that level cap. I'll just do Astro. Hey, peace, man. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be, so I thought I was off today. I'll actually be off tomorrow. So, I'll probably be live a little bit earlier. We'll see though, I'll try to shoot for like 4 o'clock or something like that and just play as long as possible. But yeah, catch you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Started Counter-Strike 2 as well. How is it? Is it pretty good? I was thinking about playing it myself, but I don't know if I want to put myself in another PvP primarily PvP game that's like not named Splatoon. You know what I mean? Okay, I wanted to play Astro, but I should probably play something that can get XP. I'll do Gunbreaker. No, I did Gunbreaker already. I did Paladin. Damn, I gotta get more stuff to 80s. I really should do those Reaper quests. Oh, fine. I'll do Gunbreaker. You there, from some distant and exotic land, yes? I require a fresh perspective for the next step of my research, if you have a few moments to spare. Do not worry, nothing too complex will be required of you. I'm planning an introductory class that will educate younglings on the practical applications of etheric energy, and I seek opinions on the lesson plan. With any luck, it shall strike a spark which ignites a lifelong love of learning and curiosity. Considering my lofty goals, I welcome honest feedback, even if it isn't entirely positive. Will you help? Sure. Thank you, my eager student. Together, I dare say we are building the future. Pray visit my colleague in tranquility, a burly Rogan fellow, his imposing frame belies a brilliant mind. Ah, you look to be the sort who's out and about, performing various feats of daring do and so forth. Why, the scent of the outdoors is practically wafting from you. Perhaps you've heard of the competition being held in the city? Designers from across the region submit designs for academic uniforms, and the winner will be worn by none other than the members of the forum. The chosen designer becomes exalted among their peers. Even a lowly student can have their name said in hushed whispers across the studium. I would have such fame for myself. I believe my concept might be just the thing to help me win it. Is that the concept? I have an image in my mind of a rustic scholar, one who enjoys the open air of wilderness as much as the musty air of the library stacks. In fact, I've already prepared an initial design that looks to fit your frame perfectly. Would you try it on for me, that I might see if it conveys the message I have in mind? Sure. Splendid, splendid. Well then, we should find an area where you'll be free to move as you please. I believe tranquility should be just the locale we require. Oh, my love, my light, where have you gone? I am nothing without you. Oh, I didn't see you there. Absorbed as I am in my search, I've lost track of my mammoth, you see, a key asset for my research into the many mysteries of ether. I must have given her an erroneous command, or perhaps even jilted her. She is gifted with such a sensitive heart, you know. In any case, it has been some time since she had left for a task. Please, can you assist me? Oh, thank you, thank you! I sent her on an errand near the last stand, so you should do well to begin your search there. Her aura is unmistakable. Keep an eye out for her elegant figure and imperious demeanor. Alright, damn. I'll find her. Alright. Cut this way. Oh no, not these guys. You've seen this creature before and your memories of it are not pleasant. These things scare the fuck out of me. Like, so genuinely, there was some like crazy like eldritch shit happening in Shadowbringers with these guys. It literally freaks me out. I mean, you get no explanation. You get zero explanation on what happened. It made me angry. Please tell me it's gonna elaborate. The timid student is eyeing the thing in front of him with intense curiosity. By the looks of you, you are more inclined to adventuring than the average person, yes? Apologies for the imposition, but could you tell me if you've come across a creature such as this as the one before me on your journeys? Yes, I have. Oh god, it's off. Oh my, there it goes. I had no idea it could move so quickly. Apologies for giving you a fright. That thing was recently delivered to the door of my professor, although the reason why yet eludes us. Perhaps one of the gleaners sent it to us, thinking it would make a suitable research subject. I've never seen the likes of it, but it made an awful mess of our facilities. I hope the fresh air might calm it down, but... That creature is more dangerous than you could imagine. Dangerous? If even one as imposing as you says so, then it must be true. And I let it escape. If word of my oversight gets out, my professor will tan my hide. I may even be forced to delay my studies by a whole year. I must find that creature at once. We need to cover as much ground as possible. Could you aid me in finding it before this day becomes a catastrophe? Oh my god, yes! What are we waiting for? Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Well then, it appears to have run off towards Archon's design. I wish you good luck in the search. Oh god. Yeah, I gotta do that quest now. Alright, let me grab this one though. Yeah, so I don't know how many people did that full quest line, but it's really creepy. It starts off with like, I think one of the fairies is looking for like a missing item or something like that, right? Or their missing friend. And there's a beaver, right? And you see like evidence of the missing friend or something like that, right? And you go back and you tell them where you found it. Then that fairy like goes to like where the beaver is, like next to this like abandoned house. And then you go and you're like, man, it's been a long time. They haven't come back yet. I wonder what's going on. Then you go there and now there's two beavers. And you talk to one of them and it's like, thank you. I found my missing friend. Right? And then you're like, okay, that's fucking weird. So then you go back, and I think it was an ether current quest. So I think you have to do it like once, right? So then you go back, and then there's somebody who's like, hey, have you seen this person? You know, I don't know where they are. Can you help me find them? Or I think it's like, hey man, I'm missing a shoe or whatever, right? And then you go back to the house and you find the shoe or something, right? And then you tell them where it is, and then they go, and then you go back, and there are the three beavers, and they're like, thank you. I found my missing shoe. Right? And it just keeps going like that until there's, like, I think 5 or 6 of them, and it's the creepiest shit. And I thought they would explain it. They never explain it. They never explain it. It creeped me the fuck out. I genuinely was creeped out. That's one of the reasons why like I like and hate that area of Shadowbringers. Lidra, what's it called? Lidra Lan? Right? Lidra Laran. Well, Ilmeg, but Lidra Laran. That area freaks me the fuck out, man. People getting turned into bushes. Like, it's really creepy. Sin, bro, I'll show you. I'll show you. It is so creepy. So I already have the questline done, so you'll just see the aftermath, but it's like really fucking creepy. And there's one of them is a vendor too. I don't know why they're a vendor. Where is it? It's over here. Okay. This area scares me, man. I love it though. Okay, so this is the house, right? And what makes it worse is the first, like the earliest you can do these quests is when the land is still covered in like that fog of light. So you can't see anything around you. Like all you're doing is walking in a fog. It's so fucking creepy. Look! This shit is so creepy, man. It seems to be saying, the marble is pretty, thank you. It seems to be saying, I found my friends, thank you. It seems to be saying, I love milk, thank you. And then this, all you get is a single beaver. A mystery better left unsolved. That's all you get. It's so creepy, man. And like there's more to, like, if you like read the cutscenes, there's more to it. There's like, you know, people going like, oh my gosh, my friend has been missing for days, I don't know where they are, can you tell me what happened to them? And then this happens, bro. It's so creepy. I don't like these things. And like, what's the significance of the house? Like, why are they concentrated next to this house? Just out here, man. Like, what is this? But yeah. Alright, let me go back to doing side quests. Alright, there's one up there. I was standing right next to this dude. You spy a blackened envelope on the floor of Archon's design. You spy an envelope on the ground, covered in ash. Upon closer inspection, you realize that the ash spells out a message. To the kind soul who finds this missive, pray deliver this letter to the unassuming Mikote scholar who can usually be found sequestered in a quiet corner of the confluence. Many thanks. Okay. And then the last quest is over there. That's what I was thinking. It's probably a reference to like an older Final Fantasy or something. Like there was a lot of like FF3 imagery in Shadowbringers and towards the end of A Realm Reborn. So maybe it's like that. You know, it's like a FF3 thing. I've never played FF3 to completion though, so if it is, I would not know. But yeah, that questline really creeped me the fuck out. I've seen you around Numenon as late. You're the inventor, yes? I've been meaning to seek you out. I believe I have a task rather suited to your abilities. You want me to kill something? We've recently added a set of volumes procured from the Great Cabal Library to our collection, but no sooner did we set them in the stacks than did a student handle them without taking the proper precautions. The spell was activated that apparently was meant to prevent their theft, causing all 5 of them to go scurrying. Yes, scurrying off to God's nowhere. They are quite ornery in their current state, and I'm afraid a few of us are suited for combat. For you, however, the book should be simple enemy to best if it comes to that. As I said before, 5 volumes are skulking about at present. I prepared a solution that should calm their rage somewhat, but they may require a few knocks on the spine before you can carry them safely. Would you be so kind as to collect them for us? Thank you, and Godspeed. Alright. Guess they're like just outside. There's one now. They're probably all over. The book is chomping. Oh, chomping. Chomping at the air as if to ward off anyone from coming too close. Use the powder to put it to sleep, but keep watch for your fingers. Oh, one of these. The book is slumbering peacefully. At least it appears so. Some more elsewhere. Snowhar. It's a good name. I'm starting to get like the general like musical theming of the expansion now. It's starting to like stick in my head a little bit, and I'm catching the little leitmotifs and stuff. I finally remember the quest accepted theme. This appears to be a suitable spot. Spacious, sunlight. Alright, whatever you say. Now try on the robes for size, although I'm somewhat certain they'll fit perfectly. However, I'd like to see how easy it is for you to perform feats of heroism. Swinging your weapon up and down, grinning devilishly, things like that. Show me that battle stance you adventurers are so famous for. We will change into the professional robes temporarily. You must stay clothed in the robes in order to progress. The robes are removed, okay. Or you wish to wear them longer, speak to the student. Isn't this just, what's his face's outfit? He's already wearing it, man. Marce Shane is his name? Fuck. There we go. Yes. I was trying to figure out something, but I was wrong. So, like, my brain, like, reset for a second. Yes, you look ready for a grand adventure under the sun. I believe these robes should be well suited to both the lectern and the open fields. Now, I'd like to test the fabric's breathability. Work up a bit of a sweat for me, will you? A friend of mine needs a delivery done, and who better than you to do it? Please bring this crate here to Kekamo at the confluence. It's a bit of a trek, but you look up to the task. Oh, fuck you. Alright, I'll do it. Alright, let's go. Oh god, which quest is it? Oh god, which quest is it? Is it that one? I think it's that one. Okay, I bet. Alright, I'm gonna try and take a shortcut. Alright, he's cut through the alleyway. Wait, is it indoors? It's indoors. Alright. Here's your package. Ah! A member of the forum here? I mean, welcome to my humble laboratory. What did you need? Sir? I'm not a forum member. Oh, you gave me quite the fright. You should be more aware of the effect that such robes have on the people here, students and professors alike. Of course, I'll accept these crystals most gladly. That being said, pray inform the student who gave them to you that she should do her own work from now on, regardless of what experiments she may be conducting. Alright, I want to see something, though. What does victory look like on Gunbreaker? Alright, never mind. I was wondering if it was going to be Squall's battle stance from FF8, but it's not. Oh, come on. Alright, I guess I gotta leave and finish the quest. Alright, she's back up there. Son of a... Right, I'll just cut through here. And apparently not. Here we go. Can I do the vicious volumes? Oh, it'll let me. Alright, bet. What? I guess it won't. Welcome back, my adventurous assistant. I take it the crystals were delivered without incident? Yeah, but she said you're a fraud. I see. Kekamo can scarcely get through a single conversation without giving her unwanted advice. No matter. When my robes are chosen, I wait just to treat me with the respect I deserve. You don't appear to be flushed, so I take it the robes were light enough to allow someone physically taxing duties. However, I would like to examine them closer for any signs of wear. Could you return them to me? Yeah. Thank you. My masterpiece draws one step closer to perfection. Functionally, it appears that I'm on the right track. Now I must refine the designs so that when the members of the forum behold it, they could think of nothing else but to wear them for years to come. Of course, I didn't mean to leave your coin purse empty after all this. Return to where we first met, and I shall bring you a reward. Alright, that's one down. Let's do the books over here. There we go. There's one more. Oh, there were three. Where's the other one? It's probably on the other side. Oh, there it is. I'll cross the bridge. I think that'll be easier. Alright, come here, you bastard. Right, it was right here. There we go. Look, I don't want to do it to you, but you can't be running around like that. The book is fast asleep. Judging from the cover, it contains stories of a Banga handmaiden and her lance. And the back cover is written restricted. Banga handmaiden restricted. Great Gubal Library, too? A restricted book on a Benga warrior. I'm trying to think of if it has, like, any significance, you know what I mean? Like, any references or whatever, but I can't think of any. Yes? Were you looking for me? I suspect I spend too much time in this corner of the confluence if someone I've never met knows to find me here. A letter? If you don't mind me asking, can you tell me where you found this? Of course. I see. The place where you chanced upon this is one of dubious prominence. Students are confined there as punishment for recalcitrant behavior. I believe I recognize the hand which penned this message. The student is an acquaintance of mine, although that might be a rather generous term. Several days ago, he was confined there for concocting an explosive chemical compound and using it to surprise his teachers. His little son ended with half the gardens in the teachers' quarters in ashes. And it seems he put more effort into writing a message to his would-be courier than to his letter's recipient. Bring me food and a candle. I see. A candle. That boorish glout. It serves him right being locked up in that room. As you can doubtless surmise, our relationship is somewhat strained. And I apologize for making you a party to it. But what's done is done, and now I'd ask a favor of you myself. Could you procure a candle from Tofwib at the Agora? I shall prepare the food this fool has requested, much as I would rather not. When you are done, pray and meet me at the spot where you found the letter. There we go. Sorry, I had to alt-tab real quick. A lot of people here today. A candle, you say? Why, of course. Here, take this. Please inform the requesting student that they can pay at their leisure. Alright, let's go up there. God, I want an ultimate weapon so bad. I kind of want to go for a pick of Alexander first. Not because I think it's like easier or anything, but to make a statement. Alexander is my favorite summon in the series, and to get a weapon based on Alexander first would be fire as fuck. I would never take it off. This seems to be the creature you were looking for. When you attempt to pick it up, it squeals harshly, but it seems more than willing to follow behind you. The strange creature is now accompanying you. Keep it at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. Oh god. Can I abandon this thing? Who am I taking it to again? Alright, I'm taking it to you. Can I Aetherite while having a companion behind me? I guess we can test it. Alright, watch this parkour. You ready? Watch this shit. Fuck. Can't say I didn't try. I guess it would have been faster to just go to the plaza, then climb up this steep-ass mountain, and use this one. Plus, there's a quest over there that I can turn in. Man, alright, hold on. That was for science. Okay, it works. Let's get this little guy back. Oh, there you are. You found the creature? Oh my god, it got someone! Strange, so did I. It got someone. I could have sworn there was only one in the crate. Perhaps I was mistaken? Well, what harm could another do? All the more for us to study. I had very nearly feared I would be a lowly student for yet another year. The outside world calls for my genius, and thanks to you, I shall have it. It shall have it. It got someone. And now this guy's gonna get got. Oh my fucking god. That makes me... That's the same level of like anger and fear that I had when I did it in Shadowbringers. Those things creep me the fuck out. It's genuinely terrifying. They are, man! Ah, you must be the help Passemarant sent word about. Or Passemarant? Are you ready to begin your education? Sure. Firstly, observe the object next to me. No mere rock, it is an experimental apparatus designed to simulate the movement of ether through the environment. So it's a rock. Just earth ether. Though through it, I intend to demonstrate how crystals are formed. Oh, cool, actually. Now, the next order of the day is to use this explosive to destroy the device. Do not be afraid, your extremities are safe, I assure you. No, this is actually really cool, so we're actually going to see how crystals are made. Wow, that's it? Very good, very good. Did you enjoy yourself, little one? Now you have your very own crystal. Ether flows all around us, an invisible energy that nourishes all things. Even a physical object so suffused with ether is when a physical object so suffused with ether is destroyed, it releases the energy contained within it into its surroundings. Some returns to the environment, but some remains in the physical realm. Thus, are crystals formed. In simple terms, they are the physical manifestation of ether, frozen in time. Simple enough to understand, yes? I've heard those words before, but never in that order. Ah, is that so? Any Charlene youngling could recite those facts from memory. However, oh no, that's not what I wanted to say. I didn't want to say it like that. Like, obviously we knew that crystals were ether, like, made like solid, but like, I didn't know that, you know, you could, like, when you destroy an object, part of it turns into a crystal and part of it turns into just regular ether. I didn't know that. I guess that explains mining, right? However, I may not always have the luxury of teaching such cultivated minds, as today has demonstrated. Yes, we must be more thorough with our explanations, so thorough that even the unlearned would have no trouble understanding them. Thank you for your frank opinion. No, you're correct! Sometimes an outside point of view can illuminate otherwise unseen faults. You've given us much to consider. As for the matter of compensation, my colleague is in charge of that. Please return to him to receive it. I'm abandoning. Alright. Peace, Jonah. Thanks for stopping by, man. I'm abandoning that. That's not how I wanted it to end. I want him to feel smart. There you are. We're able to acquire the candle. It seems like he has light already. What the hell? Yes, this shall do. This shall do. Once again, I must apologize for sending you to and fro, but the sooner this matter is concluded, the better off we both shall be. I suppose since you are from a foreign land, you are unaware of what this candle represents. There's a reason that the scoundrel requested a candle of this type. Long ago, one of the students confined within these rooms spent his days unraveling some of the most troublesome mathematical problems of the time. With nothing to distract his attention, he was quite successful. He wrote the equations on his wall with the blackened ends of his spent candles. Huh. When the professor saw what he had done, well, they were too impressed to be angry. Doubtless, that idiot means to make his own mark, as many delinquent students have attempted to since. The professors will turn a blind eye to his vandalism, to be sure. They would not let rules impede discovery. Any road, I will deliver these to him. Perhaps some good can come of his selfish request. Here, take this for your troubles. I pray there are no more. That's pretty cool. It's like in Sonic Adventure 2 when Sonic is he's held in Gerald Robotnik's jail, and you can see like his like equations and stuff written on the wall. And there's a cool scene where Amy's like, "Hey, did you write all this shit?" And Sonic's like, "No, it was here when I got here." Turn in this quest, call this person a fraud. They didn't take it. Apologies that I could not give you more than this, but you understand that the life of a student isn't one of luxury. When my name is heralded through the halls of the studium, however, I'll be sure to share with you the windfall that will surely come my way. Until then, oh god, they don't know. They don't know. Alright, let's accept this quest again. We can skip the dialogue. I've already read it. Look at me going out of my way for fake people. What's up, man? I'm back. Yes. Alright, blow it up. Truly? Well, that is encouraging to hear. Truth be told, I was afraid my explanations would be incomprehensible to those not already academically inclined. While crystals themselves are a common sight, the exact principles that govern the process of their creation are still a subject of much debate among my peers. After this little display, I intend to open the floor to discussion amongst the participants. I want them to ask the most fundamental question in all research. Why? You have given us much to consider. As for the matter of compensation, my colleague is in charge of that. Please return to him to receive it. Yeah, no, that's a cool little lesson. I didn't know that. I genuinely thought crystals just randomly formed, and that's why they were so rare. Rare. Like, crystals aren't rare, but like they're finite. What I'm trying to say is that, like, you can run out of crystals, right? If you like strip the vein like way too much, right? But I didn't know that they are formed when ether is destroyed. Like, some of it will turn back to, or some of it will go into another source, right, of similar etheric energy. But some of it will just stay as crystals, and then that's what you use. That's pretty cool. It begs the question, though. I wonder how crystals such as like fire and like water are created. Ice makes sense. It's probably just like a cold area, and then the ether like becomes really dense, and then, you know, becomes a solid bit. Wind also makes no sense. But earth and ice definitely make sense. And same with lightning. Hold on, wait, hold on. Ah, there's my bushy-tailed student. Was the experiment to your liking? Children are ever so fond of explosions. Bro, I'm a grown-ass man. Your payment? Oh, yes, of course. Besides whatever knowledge you gained today, free of charge, mind you, take this. And of course, you are always welcome to join us after I've revised my lesson plan. Bro, I'm 29. Not a child. Okay, so there's one more side quest, two more side quests. One to turn in, but one to actually like do. Oh, this is cool. Is this glass or like a projection? Can't tell. It looks like a projection. It's pretty cool. Did you manage to collect the books? I hope they didn't have you running about for too long. I'm really curious about these, because I want to know. Ah, yes! This is all of them. Thank you, adventurer. These are quite the precious finds, and it would have been a shame if they jumped off a cliff or somewhere else equally as precarious. I see among them was a restricted tome. I'll have a word with the student whose recklessness caused this whole incident, although he's been chastised plenty already, you can be sure. Unfortunately, this incident isn't the first of its kind. The books protected by this manner of ward must only be handled with gloves woven from the self-seeming grass I used to make the sleeping powder. If we don't take such measures, the books will crumble from age and the elements within a few generations. It's one of the very first lessons we teach students, but there's one almost every year who fails to listen. That's pretty cool. My posture is so bad. This chair doesn't have a back. So it's like I start naturally slouching. But I have to like catch myself. I need to get a new chair. The back on this chair broke when I was like, I must have been playing Overwatch or something. And then it like snapped on me. DJ, Demon Kitten, and Murder Tramp. Sultry Courtesans, Gothic Photo Booth, Daring Gamba and Dice. Diamond VIP, High Class Cocktails. Diamond VIP? Oh my god, it's Alphino! Or no, that's... Is it blue? No, that's Alizé. Right? Yeah, that's Alizé before she changed outfits. You see before you... Wait. Okay, yeah, they both had the book, didn't they? Yeah, so that's Alizé. You see before you a mammoth most striking, and you can see why its owner is so taken with it. Return it before you are unable to resist the compulsion to keep it for yourself. That's funny. Crafting in there. Oh. It's probably for the quests, I imagine. Come back to me, my princess. My queen. Come back to me. This is her, my enchanting mammoth, and not a single scratch upon her beautiful visage. Words cannot express how happy you've made me. I commissioned this masterpiece from a gleaner, and had it modeled after the woman who had captured my heart from afar. With the aid of a tome written by Archmagus Quan, I constructed my own device to control it remotely. However, it seems there are yet some kinks to be hammered out. Alas, a heart in rapture is prone to such mistakes. Details are easy to overlook when the whole world is your oyster. I must clear my head and back up! Back up! I must clear my head and redouble my efforts. Thank you again for your help today. We won't soon forget you. She got it bad, man. Alizé, you have an admirer. Alright. I think that's all the side quests. I'm really curious to see, because I want to end at like a good stopping point. Some of my earliest memories are of Scarlet Montaigne. Actually, he was a close friend of our grandfather. He would come for tea and amaze us with his tricks, much like his demonstration with the paper and ink. He's a huge part of why I wanted to enter the studium in the first place. While Scarlet Montaigne, is best known for his role as the head of the studium, he's said to be one of the finest mages Charlene has ever produced. Having seen for myself the ease with which he weaves extraordinarily complex and powerful magics, I have no reason to doubt the claim. I'm going to peek ahead a little bit on MSQ. I just want to see... Again, I'm not going to read the titles. I just want to see like where a good stopping point is. Okay, where am I? Going one by one. What's the name of this quest? A capital idea. Okay. Okay, so we're not going to hit a good stopping point for a while. So I will actually call it here. There's 19 quests in this chunk, so I will definitely call it here. But thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna eat, and I'm probably gonna boot up again afterwards just to do some of the, just some extra stuff. Like I think there's a side quest in Heaven's Word that I want to do. Actually, I was thinking about it while playing, but I never did it. But I might do some PvP. You know, I might chill. But yeah, Endwalker good. Endwalker is still good, man. Vichera is probably my favorite character so far. I surely hope nothing happens to him. Look, it's Final Fantasy and FF14. The nice characters are always the ones on the chopping block, so, you know, we'll see what happens. But, see, so here's what I'm thinking, right? If anything does happen to Vitra, it's gonna be because, like, Fandaniel is like, oh, the scales are coming from this dragon. If I take out the source, and then he'll, like, kill Vitra, and then, you know, no more scales, right? Or something to that effect. But I doubt that'll happen. Or rather, I hope that doesn't happen. But I'm gonna head out. We must protect Vitra. We must protect everyone else. No one dies, okay? No one dies. If somebody dies, I promise you I will never finish Endwalker. I'm saying it right now. If somebody dies, I'm turning off the stream. I'm done with 14. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be live tomorrow. Peace.